Hello. So, as of 2022, specifically July of 2022, thanks to this promo set here, LEGO has released 3, new Hogwarts, modular buildings. You can see the other ones there in the back, which I pulled out because after we take a look at these 3, I'm going to put them in a configuration. I'm trying to use all of them, and well, we're going to find out how that looks. But starting off with the promo here, because there was another promo which I got, which had a nice Dumbledore figure, which we'll see later in this video. I'm not looking to get super in depth into these sets, but that Dumbledore came with that little mini Hogwarts Castle build, which was not super great. I mean, it's a neat poly bag. It's got a lot of neat tan pieces and sand green. So, I mean, I got it for free, so I wasn't going to say no to it, but I don't know if I would have gone and spent $5 for it. Maybe for the Dumbledore figure, but I don't know. Not super interesting to me, so we're going to leave that out of the review. Taking a look here, we've got the actual promo that I was interested in picking up, which is the moving staircase. Really weird to me that they didn't make this an actual set, because this feels like something that LEGO would want to sell as an actual set, whereas like the Gryffindor dorms, I can understand a little bit why they wouldn't want to sell that as an actual set, but I don't know. It seems weird to me, but you can, it's got a simple feature. You can move the staircase to one of these 2 openings here, and you can see that one of them is closed with a portrait of the fat lady there, and that's just a sticker, which all of the paintings in this set, every single one of them are all stickers, which, I mean, it's nice that they're all on their own individual pieces, but I mean, I think there are 19 stickers in this set, and like some of them are behind the stairs, so you can't really get a good look at them. Let's try and move the staircase. I mean, like there you can start to see them, but for the most part they're just going to be covered up. They're neat pieces, but it does seem kind of weird to me that the set had so many stickers. Flipping it around, it's not great to look at. It's not meant to be, which, you know, I do understand. It's meant to have a couple modules stacked up on both sides, because it is our first of 3, well, sort of 3, corner modulars this wave. I guess there might be more than 3 depending on how you count it, but this one I think is honestly the better of them. I don't think it's the best, but it's definitely not the worst, and we'll get to that in a second. However, this set does, I guess it doesn't introduce it, because that's on Dumbledore's office, which we'll take a look at in a second. But it uses this piece here at the bottom, which is in dark tan, and it fits into these little door archway pieces that this modular system has been using, and it's nice. I just wish that LEGO would make a, maybe something simple, like the flying key chase from the Philosopher's Stone, and include like 10 or 15 of these pieces, but in tan, just because it would be nice to be able to close up some of these openings once you have it all put together, the entire castle. It would be nice to be able to close up some of these archways, but LEGO hasn't done that, and I don't really see them doing that. It would be nice, but I don't know if they will. But so that's that set. Then we'll move on to the courtyard, or Sirius's rescue, which it's got down here. You can see a little side build for food and a bucket of presumably water. They don't give you like a transparent blue piece to put in there, which I thought was kind of odd. Most of the time, if LEGO want to create the illusion of water in a bucket, they'll at the very least give you one just transparent blue tile, but they didn't for that one, which is kind of odd to me. But we'll move that out of the way and take a look at the actual set, which you can see is quite tall. Not the tallest of the wave, but taking a look down here at these modules, from the front, 2 of the 3 bottom ones look nice. They're a bit open for my liking, but those 2 actually look nice and present well. This one does not. And this one is one of our corner modules, because you can connect things there and in these 2 holes. However, it looks really bad, and then if we spin it around, you can see it's got more pinholes on this side, as well as flipping it entirely around, it's got more pinholes on this side. So you can connect modules to any of the 4 sides. However, it sacrifices, because of that, it sacrifices looks, in my opinion, because it really doesn't look great from any side. And then there's this staircase, which, is kind of neat. However, it means that if a module has a wall here, it can't connect. Or if you go to the side and it has a wall here, it can't connect. Which is why these modules are on these giant wedge pieces. So they are meant to connect to the 2 sides with the stairs, which I really don't like, because we've now taken this corner that you can connect on all 4 sides, and we've said, well, 2 of the sides you can only connect these specific modules to. So the front side still looks ugly, and we're not going to have much to cover that. But then we've also got this module left over, which is a giant wedge, which means that it doesn't connect very well to any of the other modulars, as well as there's less room to put stuff. And, you know, if you use these roof pieces, you're going to have a big gap in your roof. And so overall, I don't know, I really don't like it. This corner piece, on top of the stairs, this one is a bit better, because you can connect there and there on this side. And it's got a good looking interior with the Nimbus 2000. And then we come to the other side, and it looks okay on the exterior. I may eventually, if I feel like it, take and flip these walls, or these little window panels, because they put them in with the little divot on the outside rather than having the flat side on the outside, which is weird to me, because every other Hogwarts module that they've used that part on, the flat side is always on the outside, but not on this one. So it's kind of weird. Also, this is a curve, so it means that if you put any of your square modules on top of it, that you're going to have a edge hanging off of the top here, which isn't great, but it's definitely better than the stairs. And then moving up to the top, it's a simple roof build. Again, another rounded corner, which isn't super great, because on your square modules it will leave a small gap. But it's just basically got room enough for one figure. And in there right now, we've got Sirius Black, where he belongs. Just kidding. Okay, that was a joke. It was a bad one. Okay. Alright, we're gonna move on to Dumbledore's office here, which I'm actually going to just slide over, so that you can get a better look at just it without the other modulars in the background. Here we have Dumbledore's office, and so looking at this bottom floor, it's kind of neat. It's got 3 little like rounded bits, or I guess trapezoid, like windows and tree thing coming out. The tree is kind of awkward. I mean, I get it. Something's growing into the castle, or along the castle wall. Like, I get that's the illusion. I get that it's probably the best way they could think of to hide the play feature on the interior. But I don't know. It doesn't look too great to me, but I also don't mind it too much. But then this, it sort of acts as corners, because on both sides we have hinges that allow both of these to be open. That one doesn't want to stay open very much. There we go. So they can make a 90-degree angle, and they've got these little half modular 4x8 plate pieces on top. That, I mean, they work. They serve their function. It's not the greatest. I mean, it can definitely be used, but I don't know. I don't really like the hinges for this. I don't like that it sets it at a non-definite angle. And I don't like the half modular little platforms on the sides. But then moving up, we've got the Dumbledore's office, which you can't see too much on the exterior. It looks fine on the exterior. However, it does introduce another color of windows, which I really wish that there was more consistency. I think it looks good. I think it stands out a lot less than the white, but the windows here are in pearl gold with brown frames. Before we've had black with brown frames and white with tan frames. So I don't know, I wish there was a little more consistency, but overall not too big of a deal. And then moving up from there, again, another kind of unfortunate thing, because Dumbledore's office is a double modular. It's 16 studs wide, and then the little room with the Remember Bowl, I can't remember the name of that thing, but up here, the top of the tower is a single modular wide, or 8 studs wide, and so we have to use these two little 4x8 platforms again. Different build for them, which is kind of nice, but also I really wish that, you know, they had figured out a way to either make this section of Dumbledore's office its own modular, and then maybe, you know, make these, because that's 3 modules wide, so maybe make these their own modules, and then this one its own, just so that you could move it more when making a module, but unfortunately they're kind of stuck together. Starting at the top here with this set, you've got the Sword of Gryffindor up there, and that's it really. There's a couple of candles on the side, but not super impressive. Then below it, you've got that little memory bowl thing, and again, that's really it in that room. Not super impressive. But then going down, taking a look at those bottom 2 levels, we've got Dumbledore's office, which is really neat. I do like these different builds for the bookshelves in the back there. You've got a baby phoenix, I believe Fox is the name, but it's just a red bird on the little perch there, as well as you've got the sorting hat to this side here. Then moving down into the library, the play feature has actually been activated, so we'll go ahead and just reset that real fast. by just pushing these books back in. But you've got little areas for your figures to sit and study. We've got old Ron and Harry. They are not included in this set, but I just put them there to sort of show off how that works, because Hermione doesn't have bendable legs in this set, so they were easier to sort of show how the chair would go, and Harry, you gotta have the trio. But yeah, overall it's a neat set. That play feature, like I was mentioning, not super advanced or anything. You just push the books forward as if they're flying out. I believe that book, that black one, has the screaming face on it. It's a neat sticker detail. But I mean, that's really it for this set. I think it's neat. There are things that I would change about it, but overall, not too bad. I do like that the hinges, they seem to fix from the hospital wing, where the hospital wing had a large piece that went from this point all the way over to this point, and then those pillars would not have been there, or aren't there in the hospital wing. But here, the hinges can always be activated, which is kind of nice, kind of not. Very bittersweet. But so let's go ahead and we'll put these all together and see what we have. So before we take a look at the module that I've put together, this is what the Lego instructions show you to do. This is the same in all three of the new sets, which is an improvement, because in the Clock Tower / Hospital Wing set, they don't actually show you how you can add that to your Hogwarts modular system. However, the promo set does not show you how to put it into the castle, and of course they're also missing the Hogwarts dorm room set. But I mean, overall it's pretty okay. I don't like, however, that you've got the harp is in front of Fluffy, and Fluffy is on the ground level, which means that you can't use the trap door, and it's a little hard to see because it's in the bend of the page, but the Devil's Snare is right in that corner. So it goes Devil's Snare, harp, then Fluffy, and they're all out of order. And I really wish that Lego would just go ahead and make a Flying Keys set. I think they should have made it in the first wave of sets, but I know they didn't want to go overboard, with their new modular system, because obviously it was a gamble whether or not it would work off, or pay off, or work well. Either one of those, but not both. I really think that now it's starting to show that it's like, oh, well, you can put all three of them on the same level and out of order. And it's like, well, no, Fluffy goes up on at least the second level, the Devil's Snare goes below the trapdoor, and the harp goes behind Fluffy. So you've got a perfect 16 stud wide space that you could make a small little $20, $25, maybe $30, but that'd be pushing it. Key chase little set, and you could put it right under there. Have a solid 2 levels of 3 modulars long. But yeah, and I don't know. It's not great. Most of it is fine, and we can see from that image up top that, I mean, it looks fine from the exterior. Obviously, this is a render because, for whatever reason, LEGO hates cameras now and only want to render their sets. Which, that's another thing about all of these instructions, even the promo, is, which I guess I haven't talked about before in a video, but they've all got this crappy, like, render of the set on a gray background, and then, some Lego bricks in the white banner with all the logos. In the corner, they've got the little QR code. Let's move buckwheat. Got a little QR code so that you can download a digital version, which, I don't know, I really don't like this. And LEGO says that it's to help the building experience be more coherent, or cohesive, one of those, and I don't know, I never had an issue with the fact that all of the instructions just had the box art as the front of the instructions. Never was like, oh, actually, like, this set doesn't look like that one, now my building experience is ruined. So, as we can see here, this is my configuration of all of the new Hogwarts system. We'll start over here on the left, and we've got the Great Hall back here, and then on the front I've got the clock tower, which I know it doesn't go there, but on the front of the actual Great Hall, there's a little tower that the roof does come in at a lower angle, I guess. It comes in lower than the roof of the Great Hall, and it's got a clock right about where that window is, but LEGO doesn't have something for that, so I put the clock tower there, and I think it looks pretty good, especially along that roof there. I think that looks pretty good. But then down below it, I put the corner right there from the Hogwarts Courtyard, Sirius's rescue, and that allowed me to connect the hinge from Dumbledore's office. It's still not perfect. I do like that, it's not just a plain wall, but, it's not great that it's only a half connection, or a half module. But then we've got basically this set. I really didn't change a whole lot about this. Mostly because, I mean, these two have to stay together, really. I just took the roof pieces from, I forget what set at this point. One of the new Hogwarts systems, and I put them on their sides to sort of angle in to the tower, as well as I put another little pillar here on the side. But so then if we move over again, we've got the bathroom here, the girls' bathroom on top of the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. That little slide. Then across from it, we have the room with Fluffy in it, and the Devil's Snare. And on top, we've just got a tower, and then one of the corner roof pieces from the courtyard set. And then below, unfortunately, because we don't have flying key chase or anything, we've got the hospital wing, which, you know, I'd like to have a different place to put it, but for now, that's it, really. Over here, we've got the harp room right there, with a little bit of turret up there. Then we've got the Gryffindor dorms right there, and then the little prison tower up top there. That's that little prison tower. You can see, sort of. Let's move her. And even then, you can't see it too well, but I've got the two little towers from that Quidditch set, both on the corners. And then that right there is the grand staircase. And right there in that corner, that is right there in the corner, that is the grand staircase, or the moving staircase promo set. Coming off from that corner, we have on the upper level here, we've got the Defense Against the Dark Art classroom, and then the office from that classroom right there, as well as on top, just more turrets, and then a tower at the end, and then going down, we have back there behind this wall, the little Quidditch set, or the flying lesson set. We've got one of those little buildings, and then we've got the stairs from that courtyard set, and then the corner that you need to have connected to the stairs there. We've also got then off of the stairs, coming this way, we've got the little door from that Quidditch set, or the first flight set, and then we've got the other corner from the new courtyard set, And so because of the hinge in the hospital wing, we're able to just put that there. We can obviously move that back and forth thanks to that hinge, but I kind of like having it like that. It does make for a little like actual courtyard, but I do think that Lego really needs to make more sets, which I think is kind of fortunate and unfortunate. I just wish that this new Hogwarts system, I wish Lego would pay a little more attention to how does it all go together as a Hogwarts system. Because right now it really feels like they're more focused on making the individual sets look good, which a lot of them do. I don't really think the Courtyard one does, but that has a lot to do with the modular aspects of it. I think that these are really neat sets, and I'm glad Lego's making them. I really want more sets. Obviously, maybe not as big as the chess set that they did actually release, but maybe a big chess area. Maybe use 2x2 tiles instead of the full 4x. Maybe just use like jumper plates and smaller looking chess pieces or something, or maybe don't even have the chess pieces, or maybe make it to fit around the actual chessboard. But it would be really nice to have something that blends in with that rock that you could put in as an actual courtyard, and that you could put modules on top of it potentially. It would be a great way to actually get a front to the dining hall here. Oh, jeez. Hold on. It would be a nice way to actually get a front to the dining hall here. It would also just be really nice if, when we got corners, if, because I somewhat like the hinges. I don't know, they're growing on me a little, but I also don't like them in cases like the hospital wing over here. And I really don't like that the courtyard set gave us one corner piece that is fairly useful. However, it still has some flaws in that it's rounded. So obviously you can see that corner there just sort of has to hang off, which isn't great. And then the other corners that the courtyard gives us are, is one really, and that's staircase. It's not super great because you have to use one of these angled modulars alongside it. You have to use one of these angled modulars alongside it, which isn't great. I really don't like the look of the angled modulars, and I don't like how open they are. Uh, but I mean, those are really just my thoughts. And this is the Hogwarts Courtyard, or the this is the Hogwarts Castle, um, as I've put it together. I definitely feel that this is a superior build to the one that Lego encourages people build, because that one, as you saw in the instructions, um, was not great. Uh, it was kind of bad, honestly, especially in that it does not seem to care about older sets. And I don't know, it was just really disappointing to see that their modular system doesn't really have that much going on. As well as, I know why in the mainline set instructions they're not going to put the promos like the Gryffindor dorm room or the staircase back there. But in like the staircase instructions, it would be kind of neat if there was a different modular like setup that incorporated both promos. It would encourage people to go get the other promo. But I don't know, they haven't done that. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the interior real quick. So turning around here, we are actually just gonna start with the dining hall still. Unfortunately, the little door to the Chamber of Secrets, I really don't have a good place on the castle for it. It's something that I really, I don't like how non-modular it is for being part of the modular system. So yeah, moving to the side, you can see the dining hall and the giant head in the Chamber of Secrets. And then you can see the clock tower and the little walkway, and then the library underneath with some classic Harry Potter figures in there. Then you've got Dumbledore's office in there, and the little memory thing there. The sword up top, basically just a set. Then moving to the side, you got the bathroom and the little slide down to the Chamber of Secrets. Then off to the side there, you've got Fluffy, and then the Devil's Snare in there. And then you've got your little roof elements up there. Moving more to the side, you've got the harp in there, got the hospital wing. Then you've got the little trophy room down there, as well as the Gryffindor common room, which is holding my little frog cards, which I have all but 2 now. But then we've got the staircase set here. The other corner that Lego gave us, which was nice. So you can line it up and go into the Gryffindor common rooms. Then, lastly, but certainly not least, we've got the Quidditch equipment in that little single modular. We've got the stairs right here, which go up to the Defense Against the Dark Arts class. And then we've got the office there. And then on top, I put on the back wall this piece. It goes to the hospital wing for when you don't want to have it bending, or when you don't want to use those hinges. But then we've got little turrets set up there with like the statue up there, as well as a little tower and nearly headless Nick flying up there. But yeah, so I'll keep making updates as long as Lego keeps making sets. But for now, that's it. Bye bye.